leaves, twigs and bark. Male ostrich was there as well. He has the black feathers. When they lay eggs, it's the female that sits on those eggs, and as we round the corner, we've got two on your left-hand side. Up the top, you can see her head sticking up. If her head was parallel to the ground, you wouldn't even have noticed that was an ostrich there. In the late afternoon, Dad's going to come over and he's going to sit on those eggs during the night. As we round this corner, there's another female sitting on her eggs down here as well. So it's cooler for her during the day and she's well camouflaged. Last year, had a 3-day journey across the Nullarbor. He loved it. He was looking out the crate, watching what was happening. Our young calves coming over. They are a vulnerable species in the wild. Unfortunately, with loss of habitat, trophy hunting still occurs, and calves that are born only have a 25% success of survival. Our 3 young calves here. When they're standing still together like those 3 are, that's called a tower. When giraffes are on the move, they are called a journey. They have a heart the size of a basketball and it has to do a lot of work to pump the blood around their body. If a giraffe's neck goes below their heart for a long period of time, they will die. So they cannot lay down and sleep like we do, or other animals. They sleep standing up, or they will sit down and rest their neck on their rump. In a 24-hour period, a giraffe only needs 1 to 2 hours sleep a day. And that might be 5 minutes or up to 20 minutes at one time. The males determine breeding. In breeding season, their shins and neck sometimes goes bright pink, and they'll do a spectacular mating dance to impress the ladies, and a caller to attract the ladies to him.
So how do you differentiate between a male and a female? Any difference?
Colours. So the male has the black feathers, and the female the lighter colour feathers like that. Yeah, ours is a common ostrich here. There are different types. In Africa, they've got the Zimbabwe blue ostrich, but here it's the common ostrich. Yeah.
And where are the zebras from?
Excellent question. I have no idea. Sorry.
Okay.
Africa? I don't know. We have quite a few herds here. We've got the breeding herd is off limits. We've got the 4 boys and then the 2 that we've seen. So we've actually been very successful in breeding here. But I'm guessing from other zoos they've probably come. There's another male up there fluffing his feathers up. Have a look. He's not sure what he's doing. Maybe going to go and impress a lady. Stay unrefrigerated for up to 3 days. So they're a great animal to have in the villages where there is no electricity. This species of animal, both male and female, have horns. There's one adult male in here. He is larger, is at the back I reckon, larger than the girls, darker, and his dewlap, that tuft of skin, is a lot bigger than the girls. As we exit Africa, we are heading through the historical rules of the Retag family. The first European settlers came out here in the 1800s. They came out here as farmers, and that's tough because we don't get a lot of rain out here. And all that white stone, you can see this limestone, which made it very hard for farming. The areas like Africa were where they were farmed, it was cleared. The rest of the area where it was a thick muddy scrub, they were unable to clear. The original homestead is there on your left-hand side, the Retag family. They were able to establish a small civilization out here with the Green family. So there is walking tracks that you can do, get to a closer look of that homestead, and on your right-hand side there is ruins of hay sheds, stables, water well, and a lime kiln as well. The Monarto Safari Park came about in the 1970s. The government decided that they needed a satellite city as Adelaide was growing, and they chose Monarto. They purchased the land off the farmers, They built the freeways, but then we had a change of government who decided we don't need that satellite city at all. The land was offered back to the farmers who declined to take it. It was then offered to Zoos SA on a lease for the adjustment of our large animals and breeding programs. In 1983, we started bringing animals up here from Adelaide Zoo, so that was our bison, and we were open full-time to the general public by 1997 when the original visitor centre was opened up. That visitor centre is now an education centre at the Outlook, as we opened up the new visitor centre in March 2022. When you head back to the BC, if you haven't explored the new visitor centre, you can head up to level 1. There is a viewing platform over the Serengeti and also a gallery of the history of the animals here at Monarto. So you can access level 1 by stairs or a lift. Coming to our next stop, this is our Boma stop where we have our crash of white rhino. Our male fauna is in the main area today, the 4 girls are at the top in the Boma. If anyone would like to hop off at this stop, please raise your hands. Ready to get off? On the fence line is our breeding male fauna, so he's checking out the ladies on the other side. Males are a solitary animal. However, if our girls are in season, the keepers will put him in the same area as the girls for a few days. Much bigger than the black rhino that we saw earlier on our Zulu. A fully grown male weighs up to 2,500 kilos, so double the size of the black rhino you met earlier. Have a look at his mouth. It is very wide, and this is where their name came from. The Africans called this animal the white rhino, white meaning wide, wide lip, wide mouth, but the British misunderstood white as white, and that's how we ended up with a white rhino. They're not white, they're grey, and generally covered in dust and mud. It is all to do with their mouth. You can see how bare it is in this habitat, and that's because he's a grazer. He will hoover along the ground like a lawnmower and pick up anything that is eating. The black rhinos are browsers, so they will eat low-lying branches, shrubs and trees because they've got that prehensile up top lip. They're not as critically endangered as a black rhino, but they are near threatened. It is all to do with their horn. It fetches more money on the black market than gold. Rhinos' horns are not naturally pointed. They rub it against anything they can to make it that point to protect them. If they didn't do this, their horn would be a cylinder shape. Unfortunately, the only predator a rhino has is us humans, and they are no match for us, even with that sharp horn. We are part of the Australian Rhino Project in conjunction with the Kruger National Park in Africa, and in the next few years we're bringing out up to 100 white rhinos to Australia as an insured population. We hope to receive up to 30 of them come to the new Wild Africa Safari Park that we are currently developing. We have 500 hectares behind carnivores that we fenced. A new walk-through lemur experience is open. Water holes are in. The building is being built for when the rhinos arrive because they will have to be quarantined for a further 6 months. A resort is being built and the glamping tents will be in as well. It's going to be the biggest safari experience outside of Africa. We are heading into the cheetah habitats. We've got 3 areas that we're looking for a cheetah, and the cheetah is the fastest land mammal. They can reach speeds up to 110 kilometers an hour. They get from 0 to 80 in just 3 seconds, so they are super fast. So when you're driving home on the freeway today and your driver hits 110 kilometres, imagine looking out the window and seeing a cheetah run next to you. That's pretty fast. One was clocked in Africa on a police B gun doing 127 kilometres an hour. They cannot keep those high speeds up for very long though, only 400 or 500 metres. So you're not going to see cheetahs running in here all day at 110 kilometres an hour. They'll only run at those high speeds to catch their prey. So when they are looking, our cheetah, our girl is on our left hand side as we head up. We'll do a loop around and get a look of it. You can see her laying in the grass. If you didn't know she was there, you'd think it's a log. So not only are they fast, they are very good at camouflaging and hiding. When they are looking for their prey, they'll get up high if they can find their prey. They can see up to 5 kilometres away, so they have excellent vision. They'll stalk their prey, and when they get fast enough, they'll do that very fast run to bring their prey down. Here's our beautiful girl, Quella. Before a cheetah eats, she needs to rest her body after that high speed. If another carnivore is hanging around in that time, they will and challenge her for the food, she will give it up. A cheetah is a non-confrontational animal. They're built for speed, not fighting, so she will not challenge another carnivore. So we've got 7 little cheetah cubs growing out the back who will be on display in 3 to 4 months' time. So they are the cutest things to see when they come out on display, because they are a fuzzball. They're still developing their spots. They are absolutely gorgeous. In the platform we are looking for Kesho and her 1-year-old cubs. Stephen's found them in the corner. So these 2 cubs, we've got a male and a female, and they were 1 in February. Right under this front tree, so there's Kesho just back, and the 2 cubs are right underneath the tree here. So while we are stopped, feel free to stand and take a photo. Kesho's an excellent mum. She's had quite a few litters. Those cubs are under the tree. You can see her head sticking out. Competition against other carnivores for food and territory. The biggest problem for our cheetahs is the illegal pet trade. Cubs are stolen from their mothers and sold on the black market as pets. If you have a cheetah cub as a pet, you are seen to be very wealthy. Our other 2 girls have picked a difficult spot today. They have a look at the mound. They are sitting behind there. You can see one ahead and then the other one quite clearly. So they've been sitting there all day. They are a bit tricky, so follow where the top of the mound and at the back there behind the rocks. See how well they can camouflage?
Yep.
You would think an animal who has approximately 2,000 spots over their body would be easily found, but they can be a real trick some days when we come in here. Some days we don't find them at all.
How many times do they eat?
They eat, all of our carnivores get fed, have 2 starve days. So in the wild they would not eat every day, so we try to keep their natural behaviour as much as we possibly can. So they will get fed this afternoon. Their keepers will come in here or throw them something to eat. Yeah. But 2 days a week they don't get fed, lions don't get fed, hyenas don't get fed, and African dogs don't get fed. Chimps get fed 6 to 7 times a day. They are pigs, they eat just like us humans, they're very much like us, so they eat all day. So we have to watch their diet. They get a lot of veggies and greens. They love fruit, but we've got to be careful because chimps can get diabetes. So we have to, they're very, very much like us. Yeah. We do offer a Meet the Cheetah experience. So if you would love to get up close with the cheetah, next time you come to Monarto, you can book in this amazing experience and get up close with our cheetah. We do support the Cheetah Conservation Fund, and we are part of an international breeding program and have been very successful with the breeding of our cheetah. We're going to head through our open grasslands now, so check out or have a look out for our kangaroos and emus roaming this area. We're heading up to our carnivores. Do we have any Zoos SA members on board the bus with us today? Fantastic, thank you for supporting Zoos SA and being a member. For those who aren't aware, Zoos SA does offer a life and an annual membership program. If you are an annual member, not only do you get to come to Monarto as many times as you like in a 12-month period, but also Adelaide Zoo. It also gives you discounts in the gift shop, the cafe and off our animal experiences. And if you are travelling throughout Australia in that 12-month period, you can also get free entry into some other participating zoos. If you pay for a full price ticket today and you're thinking about taking out a membership, the cost of your ticket today comes off the cost of your membership and you have 7 days to take advantage of this. If you pay for a full price ticket today and you're thinking about coming back to Monarto or heading down to Adelaide Zoo and checking out our gorgeous tiger cubs that are now out on display, you can buy a 2-part pass before you leave us today and save up to 50%. We need to do that. Any of those two are interest of you, please speak to the staff in the information hub when you get off the zoo loop. Of carnivores. We're heading through to see our African painted dog, our spotted hyena and African lion. These are 3 species of carnivores that all compete against each other in the wild for food, shelter and water. We do have 3 security gates to get through to get into the carnivores. So just remember please, we stay seated while we're in carnivores. We've got quiet voices. We do not tap on the windows to get their attention. And you listen to all instructions given by myself and Stephen while we are in with the carnivores. The first 2 animals we are going to hope to see, but at the moment due to animal management we are not allowed to do a full loop in here, so it is a quick drive-by. Have your cameras ready because we don't stop either. These 2 animals are our African painted dogs and spotted hyena, 2 very successful hunters in the wild. They have a better success rate of bringing down their prey than what a lion does have. They are pack animals, they are endurance runners. Oh, here you go, Stephen has spotted. You are so lucky because there's a hyena right here. And I can see the dogs are up on the fence line as well. I can honestly say in the last month, hardly any of our guests have seen these 2 animals because we haven't been allowed to in. But today, it is your lucky day. So check out on the road, on the fence line over there, the dogs are in their pack, and we've got a hyena here. Hyenas get a really bad rap because of the movie The Lion King, where they are portrayed as silly laughing scavengers. In fact, they are highly intelligent, wonderful personalities, and they are a very social animal. They live in a group called a clan, and it is a matriarch system, and this means that the dominant female is in charge of the clan and she is the queen. Other females are ranked below her with their cubs, males are ranked at the bottom of the clan. The female is
at the top.
Sorry?
So females at the top.
Females at the top. No, males are only in that clan for breeding. That's it. It's actually a really tough life for a male. I feel sorry for them because they don't even get fed. If he finds a food, the females get to eat first.
Oh.
So it really is hard. Females are larger than the male and they produce 3 times as much testosterone as what the male does. And she really is a unique animal. I'm not going to go into detail because it's children, but you can Google it later on. Amazing. Amazing animal. Very strong, powerful jaws. They can crush and digest the bones of another animal. So where they've been seen as a scavenger, they're more of an opportunist hunter as they can make a meal out of the leftover carcass. The dogs are on the road here, they coming. I haven't seen them this well in months, at least 6 weeks, so that's a real treat for you today. Here comes a hyena on the fence line. So these are natural enemies in the wild. So we've got a dog on one side, a hyena on the other. They are the most endangered and rarest of the carnivores left in Africa, the dogs. They are a dog, but they cannot be domesticated and they do not bark, they twitter. So you can check that out on Google when you get home. Sounds, I think, more like a dolphin, nothing like a dog. So it is a beautiful sound to hear. They live in a group called a pack, and there's an alpha male and an alpha female in charge of that pack. There's a dog coming through the grasslands here. They've each got their own coat pattern of brown, tan, black and white. They're a very family orientated animal. The hyena's running, so all the dogs are chasing the hyena on the other side of the fence. They look after all members of their family, whether they be sick, elderly or injured, so a very family orientated animal. Average litter size is about 14 pups that she can have in one time, but the whole pack will help to look after those pups when she brings them out of the den at about 3 months of age. She does not need to look after them by herself. When they go out on a hunt, they'll go out, it's a very structured system, they'll go out in their pack, one dog will lead, when it tires it drops back, the next dog comes forward and so on. They'll bring that prey down, they'll gorge very quickly on that food, run back to the den and regurgitate the food they've just eaten to feed anyone who wasn't able to make the hunt. So that might be the sick, elderly or injured or perhaps nursing mum with the pups. For the cubs, they will actually die off. So the males eat first. As we head into African lions, we have a pride of 12. The 3 boys are in the exercise yards today. The keepers have kept them out from the lionesses and the cubs. Lions are the only members of the cat family that look different. Males have that beautiful thick mane and a female doesn't, and it's called a lioness. Our pride of 12, as I said, the 3 boys are brothers, 8 years of age, so they're in the exercise yard today. So Stephen spotted the girls, they and the cubs. Against at the fence over there. So we'll do a loop around and get a closer look of the girls. Our cubs turned 1 in January. So we've got 2 males who are starting to grow their mane and look so cute. We'll do a loop around and get a closer look. On your right is our Line 360 experience, and this is an experience that we offer twice a day. An extra cost to your entry ticket. And if you do Line 360, you come out on your bus, you walk through that tunnel and go into that wire mesh dome. So you're in the cage and the lions are on the outside looking in at you. The lions can hop on top of that cage if they wish to, or they'll walk around the outside. We encourage the lions to come over by giving them small pieces of meat, and you can even pay extra to be a feeder. There is age restrictions for children. The resort being built over in Wild Africa is on your left-hand side. I believe that's opened up later on in the year. We've got 3 areas, so if we do need to separate our pride as we have done today, we've got the main area, our night quarters which they all go into at night, and our exercise yards. Program which has proven to be very successful as we've had 2 litters born from those 3.
They return you here so that you go in. If you didn't buy anything, you can buy or eat some food. And this is around came in the morning, and this is about 14 something. You can see a lot of cars. Some are still yet to come. These cars. A very big thank you to any returning or new viewer to this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please don't forget to watch the previous video before this one and other previous videos on this channel. If you have never subscribed to this channel, please don't forget to support this channel by clicking the subscription button and also by liking this video. You like the video by clicking the subscription button, and also please don't forget to share this video with others. Please expect to watch some other wonderful videos coming from South Australia and also from Victoria. May the good Lord continue to bless every area of your life. Shalom, shalom. Thank you.